I am not usually a protester. Mostly I'm a comic. I don't speak at protests, but stage time is stage time. Did anyone catch the March with Israel yesterday in D.C.? Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah. No one else saw it either. No one fucking went. But as I looked at that crowd, and I now look upon this crowd, I am so proud to be marching with so many Jews and Gentiles of all ages, races, genders, and nationalities who are brave enough to demand an immediate ceasefire. I'm not speaking to you as a representative of all Jews. I am a bad representative. I came from a secular family, and the closest thing I got to a bar mitzvah is when I was 13, and I one time saw my dad send back soup for not being hot enough at the cafe in the Holocaust Museum. That was the thing that happened. Very embarrassing for me as I watched the Gentiles look at each other, seeing this old man screaming about soup and wondering if it was a test. At that moment, I became a man. I do not represent all Jews. No single person represents all Jews, as no single state represents all Jews. Especially not the state of Israel. Possibly New Jersey, though. That is why I'm here. I am tired of Israel claiming to represent me, my family, my friends, my pets. That my existence is inextricably linked to their existence. That the existence of the Jewish people can only be secured through oppression, displacement, and genocide of Palestinians. I am tired of the Zionist weaponization of Jewish fear and trauma. And also, as someone in the entertainment industry here in the middle of this tourist trap, I gotta say, I am tired of the intimidation, the punishment, and blacklisting of both Jews and Gentiles. Jews and Gentiles who have the guts to say what every major human rights organization has said: Israel is an apartheid state. From the river to the sea. Okay, so I was going to say now no one will hire me. I know actors who have been dropped by their agents for this. I know agents who have been fired from their agency for this. And I know entire writers' rooms who don't dare speak up, and I do not blame them. But I know this. Despite what these handful of Zionist bullies would have you think, these bullies and browbeaters who claim to hate anti-Semitism and yet are happy to play into the old anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that they control Hollywood, I know this, despite their threats, I know for a fact that the vast majority of Jewish and Gentile writers, actors, producers, crew, and assistants in this town stand with Palestine! They call that slogan genocidal. They call a cry for Palestinian equality and dignity, Palestine will be free, secretly a Nazi chant. Yes. Nazis, famous for burying the lead on hating Jews. Free, they say, free is a code for genocide. A state where everyone is equal is not genocide. And they can figure out the name later. They can call it Palestine or something. It's close enough. It sounds like a Jewish name to me. They look for secret codes in our slogans and in our signs and in our stuffed plushy dolls shaped like a cute squid. And they say, oh, see, mollusks, those are anti-Semitic dog whistles. That's what they say. And while they look for hidden messages, they say out loud, Palestinians are animals. They say that Arabs breed too much. On TV they say this. They say killing hundreds of Palestinian children is worth it to kill one Hamas commander. I cannot be silent about this. We Jewish voices calling for a ceasefire, calling for peace, who are critical of Israel, critical of Zionism, we are inconvenient to the narrative that to speak out against the crimes of Israel is to speak out against the Jewish people. With one hand, they call Gentiles anti-Semitic for using the dual loyalties trope, and on the other hand, they call you traitors for a country you're not even from. Culver City. My homeland is Culver City. Our existence as Jews of conscience is inconvenient to them, to the point at which people like Abby Mayer at the Jerusalem Post suggested that all of us here should be excommunicated from the Jewish people. And this gives up the game completely, because that way you can claim all Jews stand with Israel, because if you don't, you are no longer Jewish. Well, I've got news for you, Abby Mayers of the world. You do not own the Jewish people. Israel does not own the Jewish people. And Zionism does not own the Jewish people. I see nothing Jewish in your blind nationalism, in your racism, and your cruelty. Zionism doesn't fight anti-Semitism. Zionism is anti-Semitism. Israel claims to be a bulwark against anti-Semitism while simultaneously doing everything in their power to terrify the Jews of the world into mistrusting their friends, breaking up families, attempting to isolate and gaslight and manipulate them. Zionism is a cult. And we must break free from it. Freedom from Zionism. Freedom for Palestine.